Now we know which behavioral factors we have to change. Now we want to select behavior change techniques. For that, we have this RANAS catalog of behavior change techniques. These are 36 behavior change techniques. And on the left side, you see the behavioral factors. And on the right side, you see the behavior change techniques from which we know that they can change the behavioral factors. And you see for some, you see we have only one behavior change technique which we can change these factors. For others, we have more. Well, one that you know is if it is about knowledge. Many times we think it is about knowledge. When people know it better, then they will behave like that. And then you present facts. You present information about the circumstances and possibilities of whatsoever. It has not to be a disease. Then if you found a difference between doers and non-doers in the beliefs about costs and benefits, then you can use BCT5, inform about and assess costs and benefits, provide information about costs and benefits of a behavior or of the omission of it, and conduct a cost-benefit analysis. Or here, if barrier planning is different in the mindsets of doers and non-doers, then prompt coping with barriers. Ask participants to identify barriers to behavior change and plan solutions to those barriers. Or if they forget it in many times, then remembering is a problem, and then you can use memory aids and environmental prompts. So you have a catalog from which you can select behavior change techniques with which you can change the factors which differ between doers and non-doers. I want to emphasize the difference between communication channels and behavior change techniques. Because many times when I ask NGOs, well, what kind of behavior change did you do? Then they say, oh, yes, we did radio spots. But a radio spot is a communication channel. What is the contents? The contents is the behavior change technique. Yeah? For example, household visit, here on the left side. What he says is the behavior change technique, but the household visit is not the behavior change technique, is the communication channel. Does he tell how this is about solar water disinfection, how the solar water disinfection would improve the health? Or does he say, well, you will save money because you have not to buy any safe water? This would be a beliefs about costs and benefits. Here, the community meeting, what she says in front of the audience, that's the behavior change technique. The same for this loudspeaker Trishaw here. What he says is the behavior change technique. What is written on this banner, that is the behavior change technique. So please be aware of the difference between communication channels and behavior change techniques.